Oakland city leaders are once again in the midst of a fight to keep the Raiders. As they've done before, the team is threatening to leave town if they don't get a new stadium. But is keeping the Raiders here worth it? New at 6, KPIX5's Phil Mateer on how much money it could take to keep the team in Oakland. Phil?
That's right. You know, first it was San Antonio luring them, and then there was the Raiders announcement along with the San Diego Chargers that they might be moving to Los Angeles. And that's got Oakland officials saying, okay, how much is it really going to cost to keep the team here? And is it worth it? Let's take a look.
I think it could be upwards of around $100 million.
What people are talking about is the $300 million.
How much the public might pay for a new Raiders stadium all depends on how you ask the question and who you ask.
We might not do a direct public subsidy, but when you look at the value of the land, when you look at the infrastructure.
And let's not forget the $20 million a year that Oakland and Alameda County taxpayers are still paying off for the 1995 Raiders Stadium deal. It makes you wonder, is it all worth it?
We are interested in keeping our teams, but not at any cost.
Raiders are a national brand, worldwide brand. You know, what would Oakland have if they didn't have one of the, the Oakland Raiders?
Mayor Schaaf said she'd be willing to help out.
Improving how traffic flows in and out. That's an example of infrastructure investments that are absolutely appropriate. But I will not put City of Oakland dollars into stadium construction for sports teams that seem to make plenty of money.
But others are talking about maybe cut-rate deals on the land, or taxpayers paying the $100 million still owed on the last deal.
But it's still public financing.
Do you think the voters will see it that way?
Oh, I think the voters and the press and others are smart enough to figure that out.
Miley says it might be time to look at another idea.
Just take the existing stadium and retrofit that, and I think we could do that for about $500 million.
But whatever the price, even the Raider fans are wondering if it's worth it.
They can do it themselves. They can find the investors.
They're a money-making operation. Should we be subsidizing giving free land to Chevron?
At some point, I think you might have to, if you want to keep them.
And that is the big question. If you want to keep them, how much? This is going to be a battle over finances, a battle over politics as well, that's going to rival any of the football we've seen in that stadium. In Oakland, Phil Mateer, KPIX5.
How much is too much? Preliminary estimates for the cost of a new stadium in Oakland, $1 billion.